Marcus Verus was born in AD 121. Bystanders might have predicted a distinguished career in the Senate or the Imperial. Administration. They could hardly have guessed that he was destined for the Imperial Purple, or seen in their mind's eye that the lonely bronze horseman whose upraised hand greets us from the Capitoline Hill in Rome across 2,000 years. Marcus sprang from a distinguished enough family. The year of his birth coincided with his grandfather's second tenure of the consulship, in theory Rome's highest office, though now of largely ceremonial importance, and it was to be his grandfather who brought him up, for his father had died when he was very young. Marcus makes reference in the Meditations to his father's character as he remembered it or heard of it from others, but his knowledge must have been more from stories than from actual memories. Of the remainder of his childhood and his early adolescence, we know little more than can be gleaned for the Meditations. The biography of him, the so-called Historia Augusta, a curious and unreliable work of the late 4th century, probably based on the lost series of lives by the 3rd century biographer Marius Maximus, tells us that he was a serious child and also that he loved boxing, wrestling, running, and falconry, that he was a good ball player, and that he loved to hunt. Guys, sorry